Hello, darlings! Who's ready for a journey to one of Canada's gems? For the next few days, we're exploring Penticton. Nestled between two lakes in the Okanagan Valley of BC, Penticton is a playground for outdoor enthusiasts, wine aficionados, and food lovers. Ready or not, hit that like button and let's bike through the sun-soaked vineyards. Thanks to Visit Penticton for sponsoring this video and showing us a good time. We're gonna go on a road trip from Greater Seattle, where I am. It's gonna be about a 5 to 6 hour ride. And once we get to Penticton, we're ditching the car. In Penticton, we're mostly adventuring around by foot, pedal, and paddle. After all, there are over 200 miles of trails. We'll be staying in a renovated motel just a few steps away from the Okanagan Lake and beach. Just about to check into the room. They have a variety of room types, and some rooms are pet-friendly. Shades of yellow, white, and blue, along with the light wooden floors, create a modern coastal vibe. A detailed room tour is at the end of this video. For dinner, we don't need to venture far. Next to the motel is Cellar, an Italian wine bar and coffee house serving tapas-style food. They also offer a large selection of wines that are locally made. I have company tonight. Meet Thom, Morgan, and Adam.
Yes, ma'am.
It's our first shared meal of many meals to come. Prawns are usually not my thing, but theirs were spicy and oh so smooth. Would eat it again and again, just like the antipasti board. And just like that, 4 hours of merriment went by. For the last round of drinks, we had sambuca. I think it's my first time trying sambuca. It tasted like licorice, liquid licorice, with a lot of heat. Good night, Penticton. And good morning. A 13-minute walk towards downtown brings us to Wayne and Freda. We hear firsthand from owners Jen and Ryan how this coffee shop came to be.
Wayne is Ryan's grandfather, Freda is my grandmother. Ryan and I started dating about 1 million years ago. We were in Vancouver when we met, and through conversation we found out that both of our grandparents lived in the same care facility in the Okanagan. And the care facility, they switched the seating arrangement around, and then for the last year or so of their life, Wayne and Freda sat together and had their coffee. The coffee shop name is an homage to them and everything that they taught us.
The walls are adorned with heartfelt illustrations of Wayne and Freda, creating a warm ambiance that beautifully echoes their story. Alongside coffee, they serve sandwiches, toasts, and bowls. Mike and I toast with toast.
Cheers! That toast is rightly named. It definitely tastes like spring. Very refreshing because of that cucumber. You feel the pesto.
The winter toast has house-made beet hummus, fig jam, and herb-roasted carrots. Looks too good to pass. We gotta try a bite.
Your toast has more complexity.
Oh, okay.
More layers.
Nice.
Between the blue cheese and the pecans and a swipe of honey.
I will accept any toast from any season here.
We're all fueled up for an active day ahead. A 5-minute walk through downtown takes us to Pettigrew, where we pick up our e-bikes. E-bikes have electric motors that provide an added boost of power for easier pedaling.
I haven't rode a bike in a couple of years, so this is gonna be an adventure. Wow, you really don't need to do too much work with the pedal assist. Oh, this is nice. Here's some crickets chirping.
Today we're riding the KVR. KVR stands for the Kettle Valley Rail. It's a decommissioned railway that's transformed into a scenic path with panoramic views of mountains, valley, and lake.
You know, it's not just about the sights. There's also a range of smells that pass by as you're biking.
The KVR spans 400 miles from Hope, BC to Castlegar, BC, and the section between Penticton and Naramata, where we're biking today, is arguably the most developed.
Can I just say these flowers are so beautiful? Whoa!
We make stops along the way and learn more about Penticton.
Oh, the Penticton sign!
Take that, Hollywood. Penticton has its own sign.
So the train used to go along this track, and this is the wreck from the train that went over the bank. Those areas above the cliffs were actually underwater.
Penticton, A place to stay forever.
This where it says a place to stay forever is actually incorrect. It's actually a place where people lived year-round.
Eventually, we pass through the little tunnel.
We're gonna have lunch at the other side of the tunnel.
We park our bikes by the fence. We picked up these sandwiches from the bench. While our taste buds are occupied, our eyes are eating up this view.
Hi!
Penticton is near 3 distinctly different wine regions with over 80 wineries, some of which are close to the KVR Trail. We bike to Tightrope Winery, a small family-run winery on the Naramata Bench. Owners Graham, the viticulturist, and Lindsay, the winemaker, farm their vineyards sustainably to make handcrafted wines with artistry. Tightrope Winery was born out of a recognition that balance is the ultimate goal, both in wine and in life. After all, tightrope walking is a journey of balance, skill, and experience, one step at a time.
And it is 96% Pinot Noir and 4% Barbera. So we're the only ones on the Naramata Bench that grow Barbera as far as I know. It is the man on the horse. Leather, tobacco, earthy.
It's smoky, and it's said to pair well with cedar planked salmon. Got this bottle for Mommy O, Syrah 2020. Jasper's taking a snooze, sunbathing.
Just around the corner is our next stop, La Petite Abeille, which means the little bee in French. This cidery uses premium hand-picked fruit from their orchard, drawing inspiration from French cider-making traditions while incorporating New World techniques. All their ciders embody the unique local flavors of the Okanagan Valley.
Previous owner of the property actually built this, so we lucked out. So he was a bit of a wine collector.
Meet Pierre, the hillside cellar with a mustache. Inside is a branch wrapped in fairy lights, making the space feel extra magical. Private events are held here. We head over to the tasting room and try a variety of ciders, including their signature cider, the Père Charmant.
So this one is not fruity like the other ones, but you do get some of that apple.
That's all again?
No, they're carbs.
Everything
like,
tastes so
yeah. So this is our Bartlett pear, about 50%, 30% Granny Smith.
Called Pierre's Vermouth, this traditional style vermouth is produced with their estate-grown heritage cherries and infused with a blend of local botanicals.
Starts sweet and ends a little bitter and earthy. It's almost like you ordered 2 drinks, right? You get 2 in 1 flavor. We got a bottle of vermouth. Once you open it, it's got to go in the fridge.
Also by the KVR Trail is the abandoned Rail Brewing Company, a family-run brewery that farms their own barley. In collaboration with a German certified brewmaster, their beer is made with ingredients sourced predominantly from BC. If you can't decide on one flavor, there's always the beer flight.
One of the cool things that I love about this flight, there used to be a Christmas tree farm on the property. So when you get your flight, it comes on this Christmas tree that says, "Rest in peace."
Along with their beer, they offer food like pizza and various types of drinks, including the non-alcoholic apple slushie.
So the apple slushies are all apples from the property right here. Just ambrosia apples, nothing added, no water, just put in a slushie machine. Perfect summer drink.
I love how there are yummy spots along this trail, and there's more than what we could possibly show you in one afternoon. We head back downtown to return the e-bikes. Dinner brings us to Orolo Restaurant and Cocktail Bar. Named after horology, the study of time, Orolo presents thoughtfully paired wine and dine experiences. They're also committed to serving top-quality dry-aged steaks.
We took over the building in 2016. It's an old movie theater from the 50s called the Penmar.
Thom gives us a tour of the wine production and shares history of this space.
And then it gets piped right into these big steel tanks that you see everywhere. All of this area would have been the movie theater in the 50s. You can see the beams. These are the original beams.
All right, we're entering the tasting room.
The Chronos tasting room.
Oh, okay. Gorgeous. Morgan and I love green.
This savor is very near and dear to our heart as well because our founder, Harry McWaters, who sadly passed away in 2019. This was one that we used at his memorial. He kind of brought Sabering to the Okanagan and made it kind of a thing. It's part of our program here. We offer it as one of our tasting experiences in the Chronos tasting room. About this angle, 1, 2, 3 along there, and you're just going to follow through. Okay. You're not applying pressure. Okay. You're not trying to hit that at all. You just want to slide it along there, and off you go. 1, 2. One thing you never want to do, you never want to touch that edge. It's very sharp glass. You never want to drink from the bottle. As tempting as that is, you want to kind of just go, no, don't do that. So there's no way that any of that glass can get back into the bottle. No, because the pressure, there's a little bit of bubble that comes out.
Right. Look at that, a Chronos
Cheers.
in the glass.
Cheers. Thank you so much.
Tom was articulate with a soothing voice.
You know, a lot of these presses, they spin as they press, and then they spin so that the fruit kind of gets mashed on each other as it gets pressed.
Yeah.
We don't do that. We just put it in the press, we give it a gentle squeeze, and let the juice run out so it comes out this beautiful color. We want that really dry, fresh style of rosé.
I think you have to turn that into perfume. Because as tasty it is, I love the smell even more.
Shall I bring you some? You can just dab it behind you. A couple of our dishes are actually made with rosé that we produce, and you know, like the octopus and prawn cocktail. We like to make those connections, and we want people to kind of understand what wine and food do for each other. And for us, the wine came first, and we put the food to match our wines, which is, you know, a lot of times you do it the other way. You go, okay, here's the food, what wine are we going to put with that food? But we're a winery first and foremost. So when we're talking about what we do in the restaurant, we're always thinking about, oh, we've got this great wine, what can we make that'll go with this? And what will we do that will support those? One of the reasons why we do steak, because we do some really great big reds. Our steak comes from Summerland. There's a guy that's growing steak just for us. We've got a lot of vegan options on our menu. We've got a lot of vegetarian options on our menu. We didn't want to exclude anybody. This is our Cab Franc. This comes from 2 different vineyards down in Osoyoos. Of course, the further south you go, the more heat you have.
After the tasting, we sway into the dining room and try the octopus and prawn cocktail, which we learned earlier is made with the rosé they produce.
It's so good.
This trip is turning me into a prawn lover.
Really, this drink is called the paper plane, and they put a literal paper plane on there, and that is the Rob Roy. It came with the cherry once upon a time.
It's in my belly.
Oh, you guys are adorable. I love it. That's so nice.
Mashed potatoes, seasoned veggies.
The wedge salad had blue cheese, bacon, preserved cherry tomatoes, and dill.
I have a dad joke for you. This wedge salad is delicious.
You're kind of a big deal.
Stop it. What's going on?
Oh, madam.
Oh, no.
Madam.
Oh, no.
A pox.
Oh, stop it. Oh.
The hazelnut financier made quite the entrance.
The edges outside are so crispy.
This could be you.
The vanilla bean gelato is so good. Right? The gelato is made here. That combo with the hazelnut cream, so good.
And let's not forget the cream puffs with cinnamon cream, dusted with powdered sugar and drizzled with dark chocolate sauce.
Lemony.
What? A goodie bag of chocolate croissant? I feel like I'm leaving a childhood birthday party. It's Saturday morning. We're heading over to Penticton Farmers Market for breakfast. Exact dates vary each year, but they're open all summer on Saturdays. The market spans many blocks in the downtown, and every season, well over 100 vendors offer a diverse range of goods. There was even a boutique on wheels.
Strawberry apple rhubarb galette. I love how it's pinched on the edges.
It's delicious. The pastry is perfection, and that sweet Okanagan fruit, really good.
Wow,
Yeah,
look what Adam got.
I couldn't pass it up.
Samosa?
These Indian treats are from the Samosa Express truck.
It's a tube steak boogie. So this is with the Mennonite sausage.
With Mennonite sausage.
You can get it with pulled pork or Bavarian sausage. Ooh, the cheese.
Oh, the cheese pull.
Fries and the gravy.
Oh, it's so good. Really good gravy.
I've been spinning like 20 rounds here.
My fork has become a spindle of cheese. From the dumpling truck, we get a dozen dumplings with different fillings.
Interesting. There's corn in that. The tofu is mashed, and there's a glass noodles in there. This might be the kimchi one.
My favorite dumpling was the pork one. How about you?
You know what? I like the tofu one. It was a very interesting flavor.
Look who's here!
It's the saber guy.
He was just walking around with his plants, and then we saw him. He saw us, actually.
I'm gonna plant all my peppers.
So
Where's
it's
my
hot.
saber?
This is a traditional Chinese rice dumpling wrapped in bamboo leaf.
Here
There's
we
peanut
go.
in there.
Yes, there is. Yum.
There's a filling inside the rice.
It's juicy as it looks.
And the mushrooms give it that nice umami. That really deep, beautiful, soul-filling flavors.
Soul filling.
Off to kayak. We go on a guided tour with Hoodoo Adventures. They do rentals, teach courses, and also have a climbing facility.
You ready?
Ready? Let's go! Yes! Oh, I love this feeling. It's like being in a cradle. It is, you're right.
Our guide explains paddling techniques as we glide along the eastern shoreline of the Okanagan Lake.
Do you see how my blades are like in line? What we do?
I'm getting tired here.
Try to focus using the muscles at the back. The ones that move your shoulder back. And now try to incorporate that as you paddle.
We also learn about the area's geological history.
That's where we biked yesterday, right?
About 30-40 minutes in, we park at a beach. We enjoy the views and dip our feet in the cool water. For those with more time and speed, you can paddle further as there are other beaches to explore. A minute's walk away from Hoodoo Adventure is Cannery Brewing. The Cannery Brewing has been making beer since 2001, and they offer beer with flavor, whether it's a German-style lager, a tart fruit sour, a hoppy IPA, or a rich stout.
Oh my gosh, that is so good. This could be you.
They also serve local wine and cider, along with house-made snacks. My favorite here were the Pretzel Bombs.
The sea salt makes all the difference in making it look extra delicious.
They had a satisfying amount of cheese. Great cheese to bread ratio. Rain or shine, they have indoor and outdoor spaces. They're family friendly and even have a playground for the kids. If you've got a sweet tooth, Cherry on Top Shake Shack has you covered.
Check out the birthday bash. It's got all the letters.
There's also Lickety Split's ice cream next door. Cherry on Top's shop oozes with cherry decor. You'll see regular-sized cherries, super-duper oversized cherries, floating cherries, and cherries in a tub. Their crazy shakes are a tower of dessert, basically a slice of cake on a shake.
It's just a regular plain soft serve with birthday cake sprinkles.
This one's the Mocha Choca Latte Yaya in a waffle cone. Excuse me as I put on my chocolate lipstick.
Those dark brown balls are espresso beans covered in chocolate, and the ice cream is cappuccino, all encrusted in wafer, crumbled wafer. As you might expect, it's quite sweet, and you feel the caffeine.
In the evening, we venture to the Munson Mountain, where we have our final dinner. The family-owned Poplar Grove Winery is one of the original 5 wineries on the Naramata Bench and is home to a tasting room and restaurant. Their carefully crafted food draws inspiration from local farmers and seasonal ingredients of the Okanagan. At times, the chefs may add a foraged element. Yup, those are morel mushrooms under the wild Pacific salmon. Ah, and the crispy salmon skin was ravishing. I gotta come back here with Mommy O. As dusk descends, sweet temptations arrive. Interesting, a deconstructed yogurt cake with a scoop of sour cream gelato with rosé granita. We're not the only ones dining out here. A deer stops by for a bite.
This is a stoplight telling you to come in or wait.
Before hitting the road, we grab breakfast at the bench.
18 years in business. We're obviously very well known for our breakfast and brunch and lunch. We also do a catering business on the side, a full espresso bar with a very talented baristas back there using organic beans from Backyard Beans, which are just roasted up the street here, 20 minutes north of us in Trout Creek. All of our proteins are from the province of British Columbia, which we're very excited about. They all come from very small farms. We also do have a retail section, lots of local suppliers, some of those really small ones who don't maybe get into the bigger stores. We kind of provide a space for them here.
On weekends, they serve bench bennies until 2 p.m. This one's the smoked salmon bench benny. Bringing some baked goods for Mommy O and wine as well. 2 bottles of wine. And now it is time to go home. By the way, I visited Penticton at the end of May. There's something to enjoy here every season. In the summer, family and friends can float the channel. You can rent tubes and party islands and drift from the Okanagan Lake to the Skaha Lake. You can also explore coves by kayak, canoe, or paddleboard. Come autumn, temperature is cool. You can still hike, bike, and indulge in those culinary trails. In the winter, visitors ski, snowshoe, ice skate, and go fat biking. In the spring, you might get lucky and catch blossoms in the vineyards and orchards. For those into rock climbing, Penticton is said to offer the longest climbing season in Canada. Or maybe you want to golf instead. There's also disc golf. And let's not forget, Penticton hosts over 30 annual major events and festivals, including the Penticton Peach Festival, Elvis Festival, and Pentastic Jazz Festival. For more information and trip ideas, check out Visit Penticton's website. I put the link in the description box. You can also follow their Instagram for real-time updates, @Visit Penticton. Thanks again to Visit Penticton for sponsoring this video. Also, thank you to Thom, Morgan, and Adam for their merry company. I also want to thank everyone who made this trip deliciously incredible. Remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Toodles, my noodles. And here is the bedroom. Check out this pillow. Oh, I love those curls. Okay, so that's a beautiful accent pillow. 2 nightstands. And then, this little throw over the bed. And in the corner, there are the towels. Open closet. They gave us 3, 6, 9 hangers. And a big fridge. Before anything else, let's put my leftover veggies in the fridge. 16 cups altogether. Wow, there's even an oven. If you want to bake, go for it. And a microwave. Okay, so coffee maker, hot water maker, and then a toaster. And let's see what they supply us with. Dishes and bowls and colander, pots and pans, coffee and tea, and grinded beans, coffee beans, and the bathroom. The concept here is all black and white. Well, actually this is not black, this is dark brown. This one doesn't open. This one opens, and we have the hair dryer, 2 toilet rolls, some more towels, big round mirror, a built-in medicine cabinet. Let's check what's behind the curtain, the shower curtain. Ooh, very colorful. Oh, the label is up here. This is soap, shampoo, and conditioner. Wow, that's very pinky. That's the look at the bathtub, shower head. I want to talk about how cute these doorknobs are. The outer part, the base, is square, but the handle, the knob, is a circle. And if you look at it from the side, it looks like kind of a mushroom.
Check out this cool building. It looks narrow from this side and vines on the side. 1912. Whoa, what is that?
Oh, that's a marmot.
Hi! They blended with the rock. These are bike
itineraries on visitpenticton.com. So next there'll be abandoned rail. This is a little bit different than what we're doing because we're gonna hit this on the way back. And that's where we're going.
Wild roses, eh?
Yep.
We call them Nootka roses down south.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
wild
That's
rose.
Alberta. We planted those here.
Abandoned Rail Brewery Company.
It's not as dusty. Good training.
Siesta.
As our biking adventure comes to an end, I fall down. Slid on some loose gravel, which there are signs for. Thankfully, I was wearing long pants and long sleeves. Still had bloody knees, but I'd ride again, next time with knee pads and elbow pads.
Yes, I'm back up. I got band-aids on my knees. Hopefully I could pedal. I fell in love with these pants that were on display on the outside. You know, I'm looking for looser pants right now because, I scraped my knee. And I only brought skinny jeans and one cargo pant and one hiking pants.
These are marked as extra small, but looks humongo. They're designed to be oversized, and my scraped knees approve. These hand-dyed pants are a walking art piece, and I'm obsessed with the colors and shapes. In my pockets of free time, I delve into arts and crafts. Lately, I've been drawing a lot of cats and sewing stuff using fabric scraps. For more creative updates, follow my Instagram @CreativeChillout.